everyone, welcome back to another week of craft time with the Peace Library. This week our theme is a hero's journey, and I hope you watched our story time we posted yesterday all about what a hero's journey is. Today for our craft we're going to make hero origami bookmarks, and this craft requires a little bit of creativity, so I hope you guys have creative brains going today. The basic idea is the same, but then when it comes to decorating it, that's where you need to be creative. So let's get started. For this craft, you need some paper, and I would use just like a printer kind of paper, or paper that's kind of thinner. I wouldn't use cardstock, it would be a little too hard to fold, so some sort of lightweight paper of any color you'd like. You need lots of markers or colored pencils or whatever you want to use to draw and decorate. You might need some scissors and glue depending on what you're doing. And if you want, you could also add stickers. Stickers are always fun to add. So I have some hero kind of stickers here. So I have some superhero ones, I have the heroes from Toy Story, and I have some heroes from Frozen. So you can use stickers or whatever you'd like to decorate, just get creative. So the basic part of the craft, it just starts with a piece of paper, and you need a piece of paper that's a square like this. However, most of the time when you have paper, your paper is a rectangle, not a square. So we need to turn this paper into a square. So you can use a full sheet of paper like this, a regular size piece of paper, and make it that way. Or if you have a piece of paper that's like kind of partially used, you can use what you have left on it. So I'm going to use this one. So what I'm going to do first is to cut off this extra piece here. I'm just going to fold this paper in half. Fold it in half, hamburger style, like this. And then I'm going to open it back up, and then I'm going to cut along where I folded it. So I'm going to cut along that fold. Okay, so now I have a smaller piece of paper, smaller than this, but it's still a rectangle. So what you have to do when you have a rectangle piece of paper is you're going to fold it into a triangle. So how you're going to do that is you're going to fold it down, and you're going to match this top edge of the paper to this side edge of the paper. So I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it down, and I'm going to match up these edges here. Okay, so now I have a little triangle, but it has a little bit of an extra piece right here. So where the bottom edge of the triangle is, I'm going to cut along that edge to cut off this extra piece. Okay, so then I have this triangle that's a folded piece. When I unfold it, I have a perfect square. So this is what you need to start with. When you have your square, then you can start folding into the bookmark. So I'm going to show you with this piece of paper here. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so I have my square piece of paper right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to refold it along that same folding line that I used while I was cutting it into the square. So now I have a triangle. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this point here, and I'm going to fold it to match up along this whole thing and to match this top point. So it looks like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to take this point, I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to match it along the top point and they're going to be kind of, these two edges are going to be kind of touching like that. Okay, once those are folded real nice and creased, I'm going to unfold it again. And now you can see we made these two creases here. And you're going to take the top part. So this has two different pieces, but you're just going to take the top piece and you're going to fold that over along these two creases. So this should fit in this triangle space here. So I'm going to fold it and crease it up here. There we go. Now I'm going to, that same place where I folded, I'm going to fold it back again. But this time I'm going to take this end and I'm going to tuck it underneath. I'm going to shove it in there and then I'll push it down. I'll do the same thing on this side. I'll fold it. Fold it over like that, and then I'm going to tuck it underneath and then crease it. And there you go. That is your corner bookmark. And I'll show you how that looks on a book in just a second. Okay, so the way these bookmarks work is it goes in the corner of the pages. So if you're reading this book and you stopped on this page, what you could do is you grab your bookmark and you slide it on the corner of the pages so it kind of fits in the corner like that, and then you close it, and then when you go to open up your book again, you just go to that place and you know where you're at. So it's a corner bookmark. Once you've finished folding your bookmark, you're going to decorate it. And since this is a hero week, I thought it would be fun for you guys to think of a character from a movie or a book or a story that you really like and that you would consider a hero. And it can be a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter. And you're going to kind of decorate your bookmark to relate to that character. So I'll show you some examples of ones that I did. So this one is a pretty simple one. It's a Harry Potter bookmark that I did. And all I did was I used white paper and then I added his glasses and a little lightning scar. And that's all I did for that one, and it's a Harry Potter one. This one I did is a Mulan one. And what I did is I just kind of looked at her dress and what it looked like and the colors that are on it. And I used those same colors and did some stripes and stuff to make it kind of look like the way her dress looks. So if you want to look at a picture of your person and see what kind of colors they wear, you can use those colors to kind of make it look like them. It's up to you. Let's do this one. This one is an R2-D2 bookmark that I made. And for this one, all I did was I used a white piece of paper and then I grabbed a blue marker and I just did all sorts of little boxes and triangles and squares, and then I added some gray on the outside, and then I did some black like dots and stuff. So it's just kind of random, but it made it kind of look like R2-D2. Then here, this one I used yellow paper. I wanted to make it look a little bit like Belle. So what I did is I got like a gold marker and I did these little like loops right here. And then I drew like little squiggly red things for roses because I thought that would look kind of like Belle. And the last one I did is a Spider-Man one. For this one, all I did was I used a red piece of paper and then I drew these black lines all along there and then just did these little loops in between so it kind of looked like a spider web. And then I used a white piece of paper and I just cut out little eye shapes, and then I used my black marker again and just drew all around the edges of the eyes. And that's how I did my Spider-Man one. So get creative and see what you can come up with. I'd love to see your creations, so if you want to share with me, just post it below and I'll comment back and tell you what I think.